Hi, this is a video that's going to show you how to generate some descriptive statistics and some summary statistics for a particular set of data in JMP. If you watched the last video, you saw us enter some data for blood pressure and sex, and I've saved a modified version of that in a JMP file. We'll just open that and start JMP. This incidentally is JMP 8 running on a very old Windows XP version, so yours will look a lot like this, but the instructions, the drop-down list, and the statistics generated will be very similar. So here you can see our data set. Blood pressure and sex are the two variables. Let's start off and generate some summary statistics for blood pressure. We come up here to Analyze. We select Distribution. You can select any column you'd like. Let's select blood pressure for now, and put that into the column for which we would like to generate statistics. We won't cover weight, frequency, and buy for now, but just put the column of interest into the column box. You could add several columns here, but we'll just stick with blood pressure for now. We'll do sex in a moment. Select OK once you have the columns you're interested in, and then you're presented with another window that gives you the output of that distribution call. So you first off get this histogram of all of the blood pressure values accompanied by a box plot that shows the median and the quartiles. That's presented with the set of quantiles, which include the maximum, the interquartile range, the median, the lower quartile, and the minimum. Finally, you have this section down here with the moments that include the sample mean, the sample standard deviation, and the standard error of the mean. Following that is the upper and lower boundaries for 95% confidence intervals for the mean. If there are other statistics or other options that you would like to change or add, you can come up here to the little down arrow next to the variable name, select that, and you're presented with all of the options for this particular set of commands. So we can in fact do a few things like make the histogram horizontal. We can eliminate that box plot altogether, and so we simply have just the histogram. You can actually select full bars in here if you want to see where people are in the distribution. You can change the size of this. It's just a picture. It's very similar to a Word document, so you can resize it here before you copy it into a Word document or whatever format you'd like to hand your homework in. You can also add additional moments or different confidence intervals. Above that in the selection of options obviously are all the different types of plots. We may discuss these as we go on in the course, but the simple summary statistics are already presented. You can select some alternate confidence intervals. If you want a 90% confidence interval, you select that, and down at the bottom it adds 90% confidence intervals for the mean and the standard deviation. You can see also that selecting the 95% confidence interval for the two parameters that we're estimating, the mean and the standard deviation, the confidence interval and the estimate for the mean are the same as they were up in the moments section, so you can just do that to reconfirm that this is all coming out right, or perhaps you'd like to structure your output slightly differently. This was a summary statistics for our continuous variable. Remember, it's continuous because the icon over here indicates that it's continuous. The sex variable can also have summary statistics, even though it's as we see over here on the left hand side, that it is a nominal variable. And we do it exactly the same way. We would just select it, add it to the columns, and say OK. Obviously we have a different type of frequency breakdown, as we saw in class the other day with a nominal variable. You have simply the categories that you have for your nominal variable and the proportion or the frequency of people that are in each of those variables. You can also generate confidence intervals for the sample proportion. So there were 11 out of the 23 people were female, which is 47% of people, which if this is a sample of the population, we expect the true the true proportion of women in the population to be between 29 and 67%. So you can see these are summary statistics comparable to the continuous variable, just for the nominal one. If you'd like to do both variables at the same time instead of running them separately, you can of course add both into the column statement in the dialog box. Select OK. I pressed the wrong button. Select OK, and you've got side by side under this distributions command the values for blood pressure and for sex, and you can still manipulate the output as you had before. Add confidence intervals, for example, in the same way for one variable or the other. Eliminate portions and so on. Now, to get this output into a Word document or some other document that you'd like to use to generate your homework assignment, you can either actually print it directly from this screen. Just go File, Print, and you'll be printing directly from this output window, and you can cut that out and paste it in, or append it to your homework, or physically write on the printed paper that you're generating. Or, more conveniently possibly, is actually copy this, edit, select all of the output in this window, and say edit, copy, and now all of these output tables, the histograms, everything are copied to the clipboard, and you're free to paste them into a Word document, and it will paste them as Word tables, and you can then edit those and integrate them into your homework assignment is the best way to hand those in. If you have any other comments or any other things you'd like to see in this video, please add them to the comment section. Thanks.